Hope everyone is doing well today. Getting close to Christmas time. Let's see. Unmute. I have that on. I see a green light. That's not how you spell everyone. Send. La-dee-dee-dee-do. Alright, today is Sunday, I believe. Feel pretty confident. Let me check something. I did a sequel video. Did a sequel and a pie sequel. Did a pandas and a sequel. This will be next. So I'm just cranking out LinkedIn videos these days. So, all right, mull it over. How's the color on that? I feel like it's pretty good. All right, mull it over. Our computers are having issues, so I have no idea if we have any chief historian in stock. You're welcome to check the warehouse, though. Says the mildly frustrated shopkeeper at the North Pole Toboggan Retail Shop. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I've messed up this month and gotten behind on a couple things. All right. There we go. I feel like that color's all right. How's that color look to everybody else? And this pretty much works all day except till right at night. Do I have any dots? I got some speckles back there. Got a little bit of light coming through. But we have about an hour or so. We can hang out. Okay. It seems that the goal of the program is just to multiply some numbers. It does that with instructions like mul x and y, where x and y are each 1 through 3 digit numbers. For instance, mul 44 and 46 multiplies 44 by 46 and get a result of 2024, which happens to be the year. I wonder if they're going somewhere. Similarly, 123 and 4 would multiply 123 by 4. However, because the program's memory has been corrupted, there are also many invalid characters that should be ignored. Even if they look like part of the multiplication instructions. Sequence like mul 4 asterisk 4. Okay, now I get it. Do nothing. For example, consider the following section of corrupted memory. Only the 4 highlighted instructions are real mul instructions. Add up the result of each instruction procedures. So 4 times 8, 8 times or 8 plus 25 plus 88 plus 40. Holy good Lord. Oh, where is Venky when we need when we need Venki. Because this is a regex problem. Whoa. This is a regex problem galore. Because we are only wanting to pull out. So regex, regex, regex. I guess one, we do need to copy this. Copy. Okay. So these instructions are going to be something along the lines of, well, all right. So we're going to be looking for mole, then this, and even okay, they didn't make it quite as, so they've just buried these because I thought this was going to be absurd. All right, this isn't that bad. Unless it is. Because in the examples that they gave us some with like asterisks in the middle. Watch this. Yeah, like look at that. And look at that. Oh, no, that was instead of the parenthesis. And that right there. But I don't see any examples like that. Mole is in here. Look at that. 782 times. All right. I'm going to drink this real fast. I let this sit out too long. So this is going to be something like this. Like 1 through 3 digit, a comma, 1 through 3 digit, and that. And then we need to because wait a minute, I want to know, does evaluate? I want to try something real fast. Mole X, Y. Return X times Y. Print evaluate mole that's 30 and mole 3 and 2. Never done this. Close, close, close. Ah. Let's try this. Awesome. That works. So we literally create a string as we find the string. All right. I've never done that before with a custom function. That's good to know because that's 36. Let me just check something. Hang on a second. Sorry. I just got to... Okay. All right. So that will work. Now we need to remember... I need to look up how will we... What is that? What is good moon? Rise of the half moon. There's a half moon? Never seen anybody celebrate a half moon rising. Let me check on something Monday. All right. I've got to refresh my memory. Regex for digits. Python. Let's look up dir on reg. All right. Search, match. Help on... Oh, it's RE. That's the short. That's the abbreviation. Sorry. There we go. Help on re.match. Maybe this is it. Pattern. Okay. And then we need to find the rules for patterns. Because this is where I'm really weak. Because you can do some like the patterns. The patterns are their own. Language, because it's unbelievable. I remember the one that I did for basically the rules when I built one for looking up email addresses. It was probably as long as that. So I want you to think about it. You could have basically an email address is anything on one side, an @ symbol, a decimal or period, and I guess you could control the end of you need .com, .net, but that scenario, it was 25 characters. So all right, let's look. Python regex match. Not compile. Operations. Let's go. Yeah. Here we go. Any type of length of it. Regex length of a digit. Regex length of a digit, which that would be a string. Length of a digit. No. Length of a digit 1 to 3 with regex. Oh boy, I gotta do that. Gotta pay that bill today. Missed a bill yesterday. Missed a bill actually 3 days ago. I haven't missed a bill in years, so that was annoying. But happens. I hate paying things late. See, the trick is because it could be one, it could be a single digit, it could be a tens digit, it could be a hundreds digit. And that's what we've got to work on, because I know it's let's bring this over here. What is the regex expression to find to match a digit with a length of 1 to 3 characters. I never spell characters right. There we go. What would that be in Python? Okay, here I'm close. Now this is just for, so check this out. All right. This is just, we need this just for the digit length. Oh boy. All right. So this is how convoluted. So, all right. That's a digit. Yeah, 1 through 3. Let's see if this works. Let me save this somewhere. let me put it here. Save as C users me dot spider. Yeah, this will work. Advent.txt. Okay. File equals open dot advent dot oops. This needs to be a string. Advent.txt. File. Print file. File.read. All right. Dir on file. Read. All right. So what I did is, if you've never seen open before, so what I did is I saved this because I ran into a scraping problem. It wanted some sort of here. So I took the input, saved it into a file, saved it to the location where this is. Now, all right. So print file dot read. There we go. All right. So then I need to change this to file dot read. Now, so since this was a wrapper, we need to look at this. So actually, this will be empty now. Yeah. So you can't, if memory serves, you can't do this again twice. So this is actually an important side note to remember. If you do not do this and you just do read, it's not exactly a generator, but it's an object that fills file. And once you read it, it's going to go all the way to the end. Well, I read it again because I ran this, and now this is empty. But since I also loaded it there, okay. But file is empty, so file dot read empty, but text still has all the same data. Venki, good day to you as well. All right, I'm glad you're here because we're gonna be messing with some regex, and I know I'm going to need some help. So I have a technique that we're going to do this. So every time we need to isolate. Kratos, how are you? Glad you're here. So we need to isolate. My mouth is not working today. Open file as file. Okay, you want to get fancy and yes. Okay. So context manager. So what Venki is showing in chat is the best practice of how to handle this, because when you open things, you want to get into the habit of closing them. But like always, Venki's always 100 miles ahead of me. So with open we just do this, and we're even going to get fancy. We want to do read plus. So Venki's pulling out all the tricks as file. Gosh, I haven't done context managers in a while. Does it need to be indented? I feel like there's something else here. No, as F. There we go. And then there we go. That was it. F dot text. There we go. So we'll show same thing. What am I missing? text as file. All right, Vinky, I haven't done a context manager in so long. Text manager, Python, key points. File.read. What is this not liking? I got my... Is that it? What am I missing? Got it. I did not remember that. You're 100% correct. Yep. Same thing. And let's get rid of this. Bingo. And then print text. Print text. So we're basically... So, all right. The reason why context managers... Well, since we're here, context managers open and close. So it is basically foolproof. So you can't get into an issue and forgetting and corrupt a file, lose a file, delete a file. Whenever you get done with your instructions here, some genius came up with this and said, hey, why don't we create something so people don't have to worry about this? So literally once you get done, the file closes behind it and continues on. It's unbelievably powerful, and it's best practice. But I know this just looks weird. So because what I needed to have done after I did this, I needed to do file dot close. Close. Yeah. Dir on F. Close, and then closed is you can check it. Closed. Bingo. So this is the only one I think I don't really like at all. This is a function and this is an attribute. So you see how I called this without our parentheses, and then if you were to do close, you would do parentheses and go from there. So all right, so we are going to be looking, let's bring this back in. We're going to be looking for this scenario. So hard MUL parenthesis, but then a variation of digit length, a comma, variation of digit length, and then a parenthesis. So what I have in mind is once we get the match going, we're going to see, I told you my mouth is not cooperating today. I hope it's not a stroke. And see, also not looking for 3 characters, because we see right here that this is going to be, they throw in a how. So we need to hard code MUL. And they gave some crazy examples early. Let's show everyone. Yeah, this example. Here we go. Yeah, like this right here. That was going to be good. But I guess if we do it hard code 4-digit. Yeah. So, all right. Is the caret at the, okay. I think the star, what does the caret mean? Caret meaning in regex. When it enclosed in brackets means at the start of a string. Okay. So this is mul, then a parenthesis, but I think that needs to be an escape character. Okay, that's already not good. and then the dollar sign means the end. So all right. Let me go back. S is for white space for more than one. Awesome. Okay. We need. So the hard code. So we only need, the only variation is going to be the length of the digits. We're not going to have any white spaces. I don't think. Let's not battle that. Let's search for a parenthesis. All right. Okay. Sorry. Got a lot going on Telegram. For opening and closing parentheses. For digits. I guess my only concern is we did have a caveat. I don't see any, but it did give us a caveat of more 1 to 3. Well, let's look. Where'd it go? I thought I saw. Aha, here they are. 1 to 3 digits, numbers. I guess I wanted to be fancy because right now, so D plus. D plus means, so yeah, that it's like digits, any length. But then when you begin to do curly brackets, all this stuff is slowly starting to come back to me. You're saying, hey, I'm looking for digits with the length of 1, 2, 3. I don't see any crazy. The examples they gave were worse than this, because the spaces would cause issue. Who? Why? So we don't want to look for 3 digits. There's a how. I guess I never really thought about how many 3-character length word. Who, why, mo, wow, who. From. What are some of the others that are in here? 2. I guess 2 would be 1. 1 would be 1 would be 1. All right, so we have this. Okay, what did match do? Help on re.match. Pattern string. What does this return? Try to apply the pattern at the start of the string, returning a match object or none if there are no matches. concurrent none. Sub. Let's just do text ra.match. Let's get rid of this. Pattern sub dot text. Oh. I still don't remember what this returns. I returned none. So it's saying, so what I'm doing right now, all right. Try to apply the pattern at the start of the string, which we were returning a match object, or none if there's no matches. Sub r mul. So this literally is returning null. So I'm not even using match right. All right. Match regex Python. Result.group. What is found? Text pattern. If result. But it creates none. Results. None. Okay. Results. Sub. Okay. Text. R.match. Anybody have any? Find all checks for all strings, whereas match starts start of string. Hang on a second. I don't have my watch is charging. All right. Find all. All right. Find all. Print results. All right, cool. Didn't like that. Why didn't I like that? I should have found all these. Okay, I need an escape character. All right. There we go. We're getting somewhere. We're cooking with butter. All right. Unknowns sequence from warning. Interesting. It's working. I don't know why I'm getting a warning. All right, so here we go. So now I need to do this. And then now I need to results. Join. All right, let me check this out. Math equals results. No. Dot join results. Math okay. Print eval math. All right, let's try this. All right, let's go back. Does everybody follow what I just did? So I did a lot of that in my head, so bear with me. So I did a test right here to see if I could take this string and use a custom function to do this. So I did. So the rule that they did for mul was multiplication. So you took x and y, multiplied them together, blah, 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 blah. But once you got all of them together, you're going to do this. Well, I have had a little bit of experience with the value eval function. So let's look at it. Help eval. It's very cool. It understands a string as you would read it as a person of instructions for mathematics. I've utilized it a lot with like building a calculator or any sort of things like that. So as you were to press keys you press the 5 key plus the plus key plus another 5, you get 10. Well, as a string, 5 plus 5, Python completely understands that that's 10. Well, I did a test here. I was like, I've never done this with a custom function. So I created a custom function really fast, placed it inside, did this, worked out. I got that. That's why you saw 36 continuously showing up. I didn't comment this out. So what I did is we did baby steps, pulled this in here, created a list of results. We went baby steps, incremental development. We did this. We talked about this the other day. Hard code the mul, hard code the parentheses, the digits. The rules were we could be 1 through 3. Hard code a comma. More digits could be the length of 1 through 3. Hard code a parentheses. Parentheses is a special character, so you need a escape character. Same thing with this D. That D is an instruction, so you do the escape character to say, hey, this isn't instructions. This is a rule for regular expressions. Or you can try sum in x times for x in results. I don't know why. Going with list comprehension. Oh, I like that. So sum. Okay, all right. I like that a lot. Uh, so you're going to unpack results for X and Y in results. Let's look at that. Sorry. It's on two different lines. So let's look and see what I like this. And then I'll go back to my thought. X times int y for, now I think I see it, x, y in results. Ooh, I like that. Print. And that will sit there in temporary land. Let's see this. Oops. Too many values unpacked. That's what, for some reason, I feel eval for being, for some reason, I always feel eval for being code injection with calculator stuff is all right. Okay. Am I missing here? Because, yeah, that's what I was worried about, that it felt... Oh, hang on. I would need this here. There we go. Right? You have to work on that and show me that. I can't make this work. So I got my... What am I missing for results? Oh, you would be just dropping... I have too much mul here. I guess that's just more work for me, and I can. I guess my only concern is, I guess we would need to then unpack that again, because we would need to still pull this from here, and then pull any characters. So we would. Because we would have this object. We still have results. Because results is this. So we would... I don't know how we could unpack that. We would have to then pull out of here the digits. I guess we could, but that just seems overkill. Because this is good enough. Then that's the challenge. Actually, was just having a discussion with somebody that I'm probably going to be helping a couple of their subordinates, that they've been missing deadlines because they want to automate everything. And that's that. Oh, I could feel it when he told me, and I knew exactly what he was going to say. I said, he's trying to automate everything when there's just some things you just need to do. And he goes, yes. And that's because when you get, I don't like the word smart because it makes it feel like when you get experienced, you're like, oh, I can make this so much better. But that's that give and take and pull, when just sometimes it's like, no, we only need to do this 10 times or even like 50 times. And I could get this done in an hour, where I may spend 2 to 3 hours on this later. So that's that. When you get wiser and more knowledge, it can cloud you. It can cloud you, because I want you to think about that. You just placed a lot more information in your brain. So literally you're sifting through it, and you always want to have the the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. This was around when I was growing up. And then there's in programming what? Dry, don't redo. Yeah, keep it simple. This one's a little bit harder. Stupid. KISS method. All right, dry, don't. Okay, dry meaning in programming. What does dry mean? Yeah, don't repeat yourself. Dry. Oh, that's funny. That's what was happening. Pete and then yourself. May need to go and grab something out of the wash. All right. Let's see where we are. All right, so let's see what's rule second. Where is it? Where to go? Not that. That's going to be a video for LinkedIn later. All right, 2. Part 2, as you scan through the corrupt memory, you notice that some of the conditional statements are also still intact. If you handle some of the uncorrupted condition statements in the program, you might be able to get even more accurate results. The do instructions enables future mul instructions. Don't instructions disable future. No. I think I hard code. See if that works for matches. Try this for matches. I didn't think. I thought I was getting all kinds of mistakes for matches. Marco. Ask me about co-worker and J. Okay. Oh, I forgot about that. All right, check this one. You sending stuff in Discord, or just here? But yeah, I'm weak on regular expressions, but I don't know. I love that. Okay. All right, that's cool. Ooh, Monster.com has a bunch of jobs. Or as I like to put them, future rejections. All right, what do we got? Yeah, remove the blanks. Yeah, remove the blank spaces. I kept that for more readability. All right. So let's go back and see what this is. I think so. Don't do, we'll skip this one. Then do, we'll do this one. Okay. The corrupt memory is similar to the, let's go back. Text. Find do. Can't find, there is no do. All right, we're going to do it this way. 65 dues. Holy good Lord. So now this is going to get fun. So we got to do... Hang on, so my brain just melted. All right. Let me try to verbalize what was just going through my head. I don't know if we're going to do a pattern of, it could either be 2 or 3 with mul and do, or we need to do a do. We need to look for muls, do's, and don't do's. Oh, good Lord. All right. So we need to get, we need to find multiple strings. Do and don't do. So there's all right. Give me 1 second. I need like 2 minutes to get stuff out of the wash. I'll be right back. Be right back. And I got to get another drink. Alright, I'm coming, everybody. Alright. Sorry about that. Okay, so we need to find a way. So then we pass in multiple strings. Is that it? Pass in, I think we just do, okay. Python regex find all multiple patterns. No way. Dues. Okay, it literally says this. The pipe due, it'd be, and we're going to try this. That does not feel right, but let's find out. Why is that? Do we see any? Oh, I don't see any dues. Let's do that. Do not do. Okay, that worked. All right, this is blowing me away. All right, so here we go. So now we have to. Wait a minute. What is all this? We don't need text anymore. Yeah. There we go. Why is it throwing up over our do not? So future do. So we got to come up with an algorithm and basically skip this. All right, let's read. Let's read super well. I need read with me to make sure I'm not just making stuff up as we do this. This is part 2, first half. Okay, here's part 2. All right. Only the most recent do or do not instructions apply. At the beginning of the program, mul instructions are enabled. For example, enabled, don't do. And then, everything after is don't do. Okay. So don't do, and then we just ignore. All right, so what would we do? We're doing, and then if, okay, all right, so we're going to be iterating through the list. Okay, check this out. So results, got it. And then we're not going to do any of these. Cool. So we're just going to skip. So and we need to have. All right. We need to get a variable of do equals true because it's on. All right. Let's go back and look at our don't do. So we've pulled this. Okay, so we're gonna be iterating through this. Let me get some go-go juice going. All right, it's my caffeinated water. And I realized yesterday I was so dehydrated. So I thought I was doing like super good. My pulse was really high at jiu-jitsu because I was dehydrated. Never had my mouth that dry. So keep learning a lot. I'm getting better. Still, that's interesting. So if it's not difficult. Okay, sorry, just going through it. If it's not difficult, I'm like, here, just talk. I have this picture, and I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to say this. If you're not scared, you're not growing. And that's just 100% true. I want you to think about this. You all are probably pretty young. So I changed complete everything at 45. Coming up on 3 years ago, I got asked to apply for a job right before my 45th birthday. That's crazy. It was like this week, 3 years ago. And then didn't hear anything. That's bananas. All right. So, I mean, 3 kids, a wife, everything. Stable job. Could have been there forever. So, all right, we're going to talk about that. This is going to be the next video. All right. So just kind of give myself because yeah. All right. So if you're not doing something that's scaring the absolute bejesus out of you, what are you doing? All right. So it's on. And then total equals 0. All right, for I in, I need to try something. I know how I would do this in SQL. That's so funny. In case it's not like, so can we do, I do like how quickly it is in SQL that you can find something. And I've completely, not obliterated, but I like is saying, I don't care about the case sensitive. All right. So each of these is a string for I in results, I want to try something. Did this catch? There. I want to go back for a second. I want to test something. And I broke my rule. I didn't test this. I want to check and make sure this is. Is that the same number? 5547. Okay, cool. Let me check the sizing on this. Cool. All right. All right, so let's get this one back going. Oh, no. I wanted to test this on results. That's right. All right. Eval results dot 0 I may need to go grab a dog here in a second. 86 times. Is that right? Yep, cool. Be right back. this. There we are. Zippity doo, zippity doo dah. All right, and my glasses I had to go outside for a minute, so my glasses may have picked up a little bit of UV. All right, so that does work. So here we go. If first, let's get this to match. So that's the answer. So we need to get this to be the same answer. Whoa. All right. So total increment eval I. And I guess it doesn't matter. Print total. Bingo. That's interesting that we get this after. I would have thought that would show up here. And then, so, okay. So we have a working prototype, except we do not have the do's and the do nots. So we got to come up with an order of instructions. So it defaults to, it needs to test to see if it is. So we have to have this order. So what I'm envisioning in my head is it needs to test if the object is a do or do not, if it is a current status of do, and then proceed with this. All right. If do oops. Does that move? I didn't think so. Okay. All right. Oh. I'm staring right at it. Well, yeah, I'm staring right at it with a all right. If do and all right, if do and not do not. All right, let's go through all the scenarios. So it is enabled. So enabled. If it's enabled, it just does it. So do is on true. Now, if I equals, and this is why you want to get in the habit of using double quotation marks. Here we go. Perfect. Here we go. Do equals false. Haha. All right. If I equals, bingo, here we go, equals do, do equals true. All right, let's try this. So I want to check these every time. And then I want to check. So here's a subtlety about if and elif. If it's an if, it's going to check every single time. Elif, it's only going to check if this is not true. So I guess technically, it'll be a little slow, but it'll work. Okay, why is that the same answer? It shouldn't be the same answer because we should not get results. We should not get this last. Oh! Oh. And not and not don't or so I'm throwing up because I'm getting or do. Okay. And not and I, there we go. And I not equal to don't or I not equal to do. Okay, that I was expecting to solve it. All right, what am I missing? So do has to be true, and I not equal to don't, and I not equal to do. Then I'm supposed to run evaluate on I and increment up total. All right. So do is true. I is this. I not equal to true. And then I not equal to do. True. Either of those no, and let me go through this. All right, so I needed all those to be true. And I not equal to don't. True. And I not equal to do. True. That I'm expecting this to work all the way. What? So maybe we're going to go and build, since I can't get that to work, we're going to go about doing this. Hello, how are you? Rianne? However, apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. So what happens if since I can't get this, I'm yeah, there we go. I have a don't right there. Why is that don't going into my evaluation string? Because that should not be going into my evaluation string. Let's change this a little bit. Print I. We're going to change this up. No worries. We all start out as rookie coders. Some things I'd like. I'm still rookie at. So that should have worked. I'm expecting that. Be careful with saying something like that. I'm rookie with regular expressions with what we're trying to do right here, and we're finishing up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this. I'm missing this. I'm throwing up right here. Did I see another do? Yeah, I'm not catching any of these. I'm not catching any. I'm just straight up putting an I not equal to. All right, let's go about this a different way. Oh, that's awesome. Turtle is a very cool module. Very, very cool. All right. And we have a don't right here. Yeah, I'm not getting any of these. All right. We're going to do this a different way. Since this is garbage, we're going to come down here and start over. But we're going to save it in case we make it worse. That is life lesson. We're going to do new equals blank. All right. Oh, very cool. All right. If I equal to don't, or I equivalent, not equal, forget I said equal, equivalent to do, no, that's false. Okay. This is not what what code website. What we're doing is you can look in the description, and we're doing, I think this is Advent coding, Advent coding. Absolutely. You can learn all sorts of stuff. You can spend a lot of time on what not to do. But sure, you can come and hang out with us. We're going to be here for a little while, at least until I get this thing done, because this is annoying me. But the description, you can scroll up and chat the link to where we are, and you can read real fast and play catch up. We're on part 2. Part 2 is a little interesting. Yeah, you can go ahead and rewind and watch and see what we're doing. But right now there's an extra piece of do and do not. And I now need to... That's very cool. That is very, very cool. I highly recommend Python as a great starting place. And then when you figure out what you want to do, you just go from there. I really enjoy working with data, so Python and SQL and just combination is that. That is awesome. All right. Okay. So if I'm still not getting around this. So if let's see what happens. New dot append I. That is very, very cool and very impressive. Invalid syntax. Where? Do is true. All right, let's start over. Print I. Still have a syntax problem. You got to be kidding me. I was killing myself here. This was working. So let me show you what. Of course this isn't working because I have this math. I completely forgot that I undid this. We don't need that. Don't need that. There's our answer. Unlimited lines. What inspired me to do coding? I wanted to do more. I was becoming very stagnant in my job, and I knew that I wanted more out of what I was doing, and I'd always been intrigued by it. There we go. So this is what you'll spend your time doing if you're not paying attention to details. We would have been solved with this a while ago. And I kept saying, this should be working, this should be working. Well, it was working. I was just breaking it myself. So when we wanted to come up here and test, I pulled this back in to check the old, but I did not. When I turned back on our sub with don't, I was breaking it with our evaluation with do's and don'ts. So let's walk through what I was doing here and what are we making? So it's the coding advent, day 2 or day 3, I can't remember. And it's an interesting puzzle. So what we had to do is, with the help of Venki and the internet, the original request was to take all of this input and find mul, and they didn't have, I was expecting this to be a little bit more with the length of digits, because they give me 1 second and then I'll answer your last one. So our part 1 was we had to come through and find all of these muls, multiplication. So we did. I put it into, we used regular expression, we used find all, and that put it into a list. So then what I did is I used a function, a tool, evaluate, and what it does is it can understand a actual string of mathematical computation, and that gave this result of all of this information. So right here, as we're going through. Now the second part is it also had inside of this a hidden, where'd it go? A hidden do's and don'ts. And this was really cool. Let me see. Let's find do. Not that. Find do. Yeah, here we go. So do not. So it said, so do's and do nots. So it said that it already started to doodle-o. Oh, to doodle-o. Oh, that's funny. So it defaulted, or it began with enabled. And then if you found a don't, it disabled. So every mul you find after that until you find another do. So basically we're turning on and off a switch of calculation. So that's what we were doing here. And I was crashing because I was breaking it with old code. So you will do that. So just pay attention. So, all right, let's see. When you're starting to coding journey, what helps you to code? My journey is a little interesting. So I kind of got stuck into the tutorial spiral because I didn't, and actually I think I've done a video on this of why it's important to have a passion project. If not, I'll make one. Because you need to have something that is bigger than you and pulling you into why you're making something. Yeah, Control Z is your friend. How fast? There's a meme on how fast can you press Control Z. Yeah, Control Z is your friend. It's like if you, it was like the speed of a cat, something microseconds. Something of this, and it went up from there, and it said a coder, the speed of a programmer after they delete a program or delete too much, Control Z, the speed of light, or something like that. So I couldn't really come up with something. I didn't have anything that I wanted to build, wasn't really interested in building. I just liked solving puzzles. So what happened and what I did is I actually created the YouTube channel. So I knew that I had to make content, so I was constantly running across new things, to new libraries, new skills, new things like that. So every time I would learn something new, I would make a video on it. And how that originated was when I was trying to solve things, or even puzzles or tutorials or challenges, whichever scenario it was. And I would try to find a video on YouTube, and I couldn't. I'm like, well, that's the video I'm going to make. So I would have to figure out how to learn how to do it, and then that in turn created a YouTube video. And yep, you're gonna do that a lot. So the channel's been around, coming up on well, next year will be 8 years. So long and short, the YouTube channel helped me get my last job that I had, and I became a data analyst, and I had to learn SQL, and I didn't really understand how much data was out there and the puzzles in which they are, because those are real life problems, and people need to understand what's happening with their company, with their customers, what things are happening, what things are doing. So I became very obsessed with SQL, and I already had some background with data, because one of the last things I built personally was a stock screener. And I guess also I built some courses for CodeDam and Cody Tech, and I did a lot of work on Free Code Camp. Oh, just go to the link that here. I'll share it again. I'm not making anything. I'm just solving a puzzle. Let's go here. This is what we're working on. You can just go and check it out yourself. So made those tutorials, was working on a stock screener, and my future boss was able to see it, the amount of effort that was going into it, the problems the hurdles that I had to overcome, because that's why a passion project is so important. And because you're going to run into something that is challenging and you're going to hit a wall. Well, if it's not important to you, if there's not enough draw or push or pull to get you to solve that problem, you're going to give up. So that's why needing to have it to draw you over the finish line to finish it is so very, very important. But all right, let's see. How long have we been on? We got folks dropping out. And I need to make some more LinkedIn videos. I posted already this morning, so I need to keep going. And let's see. An hour ago. Yeah, I need to get my game on today. All right. What language do I use? All this is Python. So yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm probably only going to be here a few more minutes. Any other pressing questions? I guess we can look at problem day 4. Excuse me. The word search allows words to be, oh my goodness, horizontal, vertical, diagonal, written backwards, or even overlapping. We may skip this one. Look at this. Xmas. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And then Xmas right here. Okay. Are we only looking for Xmas? So that does make it a little bit easier. Xmas. So yeah, okay, here's the solution. Xmas that way. How is this? Oh, it says diagonal, right? Woo! Xmas. How is that S utilized? This is diagonal. I wouldn't even know where to begin to solve this one. This is a Venn key. Xmas has it. Here's the same word search again, but the letters not involved in Xmas have been replaced with a dot. You've got to be kidding me. Xmas. If it's any 4, Xmas. Xmas. Oh, there's no way I could do this. There is absolutely no way I could solve this. So we're gonna be doing day 5. Let's see what day 5 is, and we can go from there. We can look at this tomorrow. All right. Any pressing questions before we drop? Any pressing questions? Let's see. "17 seconds. It's not very long. But that's old. It's got to start somewhere. All right. Before we wrap anything, the elf has for you both the page ordering rule and the page to produce each update. All right, we'll come and read this tomorrow. Anything super pressing anybody needs any help with? JP Morgan. I've already built some calculators. No, not so. Why would you need that? Why do you need me to do that? I'm gonna push back on that. Why do you need me to build that? So I'm just curious. Script could take week or months, right? It's on my YouTube channel. All you have to do is just search. So just go ahead and make sure you're putting in the effort. I have other stuff to do. So you can come and hang out with us here, but no, I have plenty of other things that I'm trying to work on. So you'd be able to go and watch. I have 1,100 videos on my channel. You can go and check out all those coding skills there. So yeah, right now there's 1,139 39 videos on this channel. So I think there's plenty of things to go see what I'm able to build and do and share. So I don't come in here to show off. I come in here to I just come here and share and try to build a nice community. So all right. Any other pertinent questions that I can help with before we drop for today? We can come back and maybe do this thing. This might be interesting. Very familiar print. Beckons you over. All right. Just a few folks watching right now. I'm going to probably eat and then make a LinkedIn video and then probably apply for a whole bunch of rejection emails. So it'll be what it'll be. But thank you everyone for coming to hang out today. I really appreciate it. I hope you're getting something out of this as well. And I hope so. But yeah, there's tons of resources. Oh my goodness, you have a long road ahead and lots of opportunities. So just be patient. Don't try to. That's the hardest thing between that age and even mid-20s. So for the next 10 years, just be patient and just try to learn something new every day. And don't try to figure it all out at one time, because you're not. And what you're going to do is you're just going to kind of spiral around, and you're going to make these unrealistic expectations, and it's going to become, you're actually going to take a win and turn it into a defeat. And that's what's so concerning for me to watch other people, and I'm just as guilty of it as well. So all right, hope everyone has a good rest of their day, and I will see everyone. Ooh, I guess I didn't realize I was so far off the screen. I need to come and sit right here. I will see everyone tomorrow, hopefully, if all goes well, and I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. All right, bye everyone.